What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here with another music reaction, I guess. Today we're going to be starting a new series, and I'm pretty excited about this. Uh, you know, I have just basically been doing a lot of album reactions, and I definitely do want to mix my content up a little bit, so I decided to go with. I mean, this idea just came to me this morning randomly. Uh, I didn't. I know that a lot of other people may be doing this as well, but I wanted to do a Song of the Week series where every week I go more into depth about the tracks that have the track that has really stood out to me the over the last week, and this is basically every single song is going to be my favorite song that I've been listening to, um, and I think this is a really good way to show more appreciation too, uh, maybe for less known songs or songs that maybe weren't seen as like maybe as good as they are. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna start off with this series with Autechre. I don't know if I said that right. I think I did. Uh, yeah, Autechre. Uh, so I have been really getting in to the IDM genre world recently. Well, not recently, like over the last 6 months, I'd say, really. I've been really getting into this genre, and let me tell you, it's like quickly becoming one of my favorite genres. Uh, IDM, it's just something about it. It really just allows you to just chill, like unlike any other music I've heard. It just and it's crazy because it's chill, but it's also kind of danceable at the same time. Uh, that's kind of how I see like people like Aphex Twin 2 and Square Pusher and stuff. Like the, they create these insane drum patterns, drum structures, and then build they build a song around one one really good you know set of sounds that they get like one really good sound, and then they build the whole song around that sound. And I think that's kind of what uh Autechre does in their debut album, especially on Windwind. uh, I'm so I'm starting with the debut album because obviously I like listening to artists in order, but I I really like their earlier stuff and Autechre's earlier stuff. I mean, it's surprisingly melodic and uh, have some ambient features in there. I think that Aphex Twin was one of the first to do it. I mean, I don't know the exact timeline, but I think his Selected Ambient Works album, I don't know if it definitely influenced Autechre or not, but it sounds like it to me that it did. Um, because they sound kind of similar in a way. Like they're obviously like honestly, even though they're in the same lane of IDM, they really can't be like any more different from each other. It's crazy, and the more that I've listened to Autechre, the more they've been growing on me. So I wanted to get into this specific track, Wind. Uh, it's the ninth track off of Incunabula. Is that how you say it? I don't know. And this track is just insane, bro. It's been my favorite over the last week, and it's 11 minutes 17 seconds long, the longest track on the album. But I feel like this needs to be talked about because this song is just insane. Uh, so I'm just gonna play like I'm not gonna play the whole song because otherwise this video is gonna get copyrighted. And so I kind of wanted to do a series where I discuss music but don't have the copyrights on the videos. So this was also kind of another way to, get around that. So hopefully this video ends up having no copyright if I just play the song in like 15-second segments. Um, so yeah, I'll just play it in 15-second segments and then discuss each segment, I guess. It would be better if I could just play the whole song, but like I said, I don't want to get copyrighted. So I think the thing is you can play up to 15 seconds of it, or I don't know what the exact amount of time is. If you know in the comments, if anyone knows, let me know uh, how long you can go without the copyright detection picking it up. Uh, so yeah, I don't even know if this video is gonna get copyrighted or not, but yeah, let's go. First 15 seconds, let's see how it starts up. I mean, like, if you can't tell, like, we're just about to get into some crazy shit. Um, yeah, that's so the way they start this off, they just start off with the slow. I mean, this whole song is basically just a slow release, it feels like. Um, release from what? I don't know, but it just feels like a long, slow release of maybe tension, if that's the way to put it. And I'm pretty sure that these string like um, instruments that we're hearing are actually from the synths, and these are I don't know. I really don't know. I should look that up right now. Um, but like see like I'm not gonna be able to go into like the absolute finest details of everything, like because I'm not a a musician really. I play guitar and I listen to a lot of music, but it's not like I'm not a composer or I'm not a producer or anything. So this is just from the perspective of just I guess, a regular listener, if that makes sense. Um, Although that regular is covers a lot of types of people. Okay, let's keep going. So it basically starts off slow. They come in Yeah, and as you can tell, just for, like it's been going on for 44 seconds and it hasn't even changed up that much, but if it's felt like you're just entering a dream right now or something, or another alternate dimension or something. So let's keep going and see how it evolves. It's really cool how this song evolves. Uh, it's also got that hypnotic factor to it as well. The it's kind of trippy with how it kind of sounds a bit alien, if that makes sense. The sounds by themselves are just inherently hypnotic, and that's that's just so cool. They it's just like they get the most perfect sounds. Okay, let's keep going. And then, so this little synth here comes in. Uh, that was bad, but it travels all across your ears, and I definitely recommend having headphones for this because it just makes the experience a lot better. So, and then so it basically just builds upon itself. It originally only had those airy synths, string like synths that were going on, and then it brought in that that other synth, and then it brings in that I don't even know what it is. It, is I can't even tell if it's drums or what, but that what what that was. I don't know what that is. If it's percussion or another synth, but it basically just hangs throughout the entire song. Um, yeah, and at this point we've basically got a whole atmosphere and um, beat going on. And we get a little hi-hat coming in. Brings out the synth. So you can kind of see what it's doing here. It's just so genius, dude. Oh my god, dude. This is crazy. Dude, this is crazy. Oh my god, dude. So, we're 3 minutes in, and it really hasn't changed that much. And you'll find that to be a a trend or a pattern in this song. It really does not change up much. And it's 11 minutes and it just somehow goes by like blah, like that. And let's keep going. I can't wait to to get to the drop. Okay, this is where it starts to get crazy. When these airy, long synths, string-like synths, I don't even know what they are, but what you just heard, I they just absolutely carry the song, and you guys are about to hear. Like, woo! Dude, are you serious? Are you Dude, am I overreacting for this shit? Like, what? Bro. Do you, do you hear this shit, dude? What the fuck? Oh, that the way it comes in with that synth and then the drums come in. Oh, and then I don't even know the percussion. What I don't even know what it is. The that just goes on, and then you get that alien-like synth that is going on that just travels across the whole space. You see what I mean? Like, this shit is insane. It's just like two repeating synth lines, but it works so well. I don't want to stop it. I mean, if you guys are in the IDM at all, this is the shit to check out. This album in Canubula is just, it grows on you crazy. Let's keep going. We're only halfway in. So, yeah, and you know, I apologize that I keep having to pause, but if I want to go into more depth in these songs, then that's what I'm doing. If so, actually, maybe I should have recommended at the start of the video to maybe listen to this track yourself beforehand, before we go into depth. As you can tell, like this is definitely the first episode of this shit. Um, yeah. I, so I recommend you guys either listen to the track before or after. Um, Maybe before is better, since you then have an idea of what I'm more of an idea of what I'm talking about. Uh, but yeah, as let's just keep going. I can keep saying how good this is, but and then it gets darker with the synth right here. This part here with the synth going, it really it bridges the the drop, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying drop, like it's dubstep or something. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, it just this synth works as a perfect bridge of gap between this and the section where the synth comes in, the long synth comes in. It's just crazy. Let's keep going. And then they get rid of everything except this synth. Look how hypnotic that sounds. Jeez. Are you serious? Dude. What is that transition? It's just flawless. It went from dude, that transition. And then the alien synth comes in again. If you really listen to these drums, man, holy shit. They're insanely good. They're not like fully prominent in the mix. They're kind of like back in the mix, but they're fitting everything perfectly. These hi-hats, dude, or whatever they are. Let's finish this off. It's just you can put this on and just it's like drift and yeah. You know what I mean though? How it's kind of groovy and chill at the same time. The slow release of that synth is just man. I think this will be a really cool series. Oh, just because this really just shows what makes music so great. Yeah. Uh, if you couldn't tell, I was like kind of speechless by the end of that song. Even though I just I listen to that song a lot, it just leaves me speechless every time. Dude, the I those synths, bro. I haven't heard synths that good in a while. Now I could be wrong. Those could not those could be not synths. Um, they could be strings. I don't know, but let me know in the comments if that like long release, the that was bad impression, but you know what I mean. Is that a synth, or are those like strings being played like really slow? Like I don't know. Maybe they're like extended out synths. Um, don't know. But yeah, uh, the you know, and it's crazy how the entire song is basically built around those synths, like those long fading synths. It really makes the whole song feel like a release. And uh you know, the drums, the textures, the atmosphere orbits around everything else revolves around the main glue, which are those synths. Um, and obviously, the percussion isn't normal percussion. Like, I don't know what those mechanical click like sounds were. Uh, they, I don't, I really, like, maybe this wasn't a good song to start off with because I don't even know how to describe some of these sounds. But I guess that's kind of what makes it cool at the same time. Uh, but yeah, you know, and it's crazy how good they are with their sound design. Each sound felt slightly different each time it repeated, and that's why it never quite feels repetitive because it changes up in subtle ways that may not be obvious on the surface. Uh, you know, the bass and drum fade in and out, which also add to the atmosphere and the transition from the to the drop, I guess, is what you can call it. And um, it's like when those slow burning synths swell back in, the whole song excels. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to mention for this. Uh, next, I'm gonna do another one next week, depending on what's been my favorite over the next week. So yeah, let me know how you enjoyed this format. Do you guys want me to, because I can play the songs, but then I would have to split them up into 15-second intervals. So, would you guys just rather it stay this way, or would you rather me play the song first in 15-second intervals with cuts and then talk about it? I don't know. I thought this way was fine. Um, like I said, you it's probably better if you listen to the song along with me beforehand. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that at the beginning. Um, but yeah, that's gonna basically conclude it. Uh, Autechre just quickly becoming one of my favorites, and hope you guys can check this out too, because that's also another reason why I wanted to do this is to expand and give more visibility to songs that may not be as known. Um, so yeah, let's conclude it there. Thanks for watching, and Windwind. Peace.